Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader, and I'm trying something new these days. I'm going to do a weekly reading because I feel like these messages just kind of need room to breathe and be taken in properly. In a week, I feel like it could be a whole other time frame that just works a heck of a lot better. So I'm trying this out. So this is a weekly reading. Yeah, huh. Okay, so, so what I'm seeing and the message I'm getting is we're going ahead with our plans. This is that very logical, linear, practical energy of swords. Swords speak to air, the air element, which has to do with the mind, our thought processes, our strategies. This is a very strategic energy. And the other part of this that I'm seeing is, and I'm also getting that message, double air, because kings are also air. And this is a king of air. So he is super logical and linear that way. So we're proceeding with whatever we feel we need to proceed with. And we're putting our fears behind us. So yeah, because this is all about getting caught up in our fears, but this energy is taking the lead. So yeah, and the other thing I'm getting too, so it may be that we are allowing our clarity to really shine through, but also just our practical concerns are doing what we feel needs to be done. And also the other message I'm getting is, if we want to tap into that total opposite nonlinear psychic energy, that's available to us. So just honing in on this beautiful purple. And I feel like purple so often, and not just me, of course, but speaks to me about the metaphysical and just that otherworldly realm that he's not necessarily always aware of. So we're doing what we need to do on that practical level. We're taking the lead there. But this other energy, this other very different kind of knowing, psychic and intuitive knowing, that's also available to us. If we want to find ways to tap into that, that's available to us as well. So, yeah. Shuffle this way. Yeah, we could also really pave the way forward by way of speaking our truth. So we're ready to say goodbye to some things. And I'm seeing that very powerfully with death, which is all about big, profound change. It's one of those scary looking energies, but really it just speaks to the death of so many things. So situations that we may have felt stuck in that weren't working anymore, relationships that need to change. Our words are strong, our truth is strong. More than words, our truth is strong. And so with Queen of Swords, there is that ability to express our truth in a very powerful way. And often that does mean that words are the vehicle for that. So we are affecting profound change. And of course, this is not a message exclusive to me, but we're going through profound change, and we also have the power to affect really profound change by way of speaking our truth, by way of being clear and concise and honest with ourselves and with those around us. So that's also a part of this. Ah, And the other interesting thing that I'm getting from this little piece is that we might not be aware, because these energies are kind of, they're like this. They're a little distanced from one another. We might not even be aware of the changes that we're affecting as we speak that truth. We might not be aware of our own power, but it's there. And these are absolutely parallel to one another for a reason, you know? So there's great power in expressing, speaking, verbalizing, owning our truth, and how we put that out into the world. Yeah, and also, I really do feel like we may be done with certain aspects of our past. It feels like we're not really in a space for much sentimentality. So I'm seeing that with Six of Cups. This is a childhood energy. There's a sweetness to this energy. Yeah, it's on its head here. And it's touching King of Swords. So what I'm getting is we've grown and we've grown up in a lot of respects. And that's just coming through. This is just kind of an extra little note that there's situations that might have had a hold on us for sentimental reasons, you know, that we're just ready to leave behind. So that's coming up. We may feel very alone in what we're going through. We may feel like maybe there's no way out. Things have to be done a certain way. You know, we're not necessarily afraid. We're not stuck in our fear. We're going through with what we need to go through with. But we may also be feeling the loneliness or the separateness of that. And we don't need to go it alone. Yeah, it may be tempting to think that we are kind of the only one driving the situation forward, the only one able to make any progress. And again, there's great power in our ability to speak and own our truth. But we're never alone. We always have our guidance. We always have that interconnectivity with other beings, other thinking, other ways of doing and seeing that are connected to humanity, you know? So we're never as alone as we feel. So that's coming through here. And also, we have a greater capacity to work together than we may be seeing right now. So I'm just getting that with the Hermit. The Hermit is such a solitary energy, you know, and he has this star here in his lantern. And touching the Hermit, we have Three of Pentacles. So this is Earth energy. This is teamwork energy. It's reversed here. And it's also touching Five of Pentacles. So this is that energy of feeling like we have to do without. Feeling like we're on our own. Feeling crippled or out in the cold or just in poverty in one way or another, feeling the lack of a situation. So what I'm getting is it even if it may feel like we have no support, right? But we are always being communicated with from that higher vantage point, from that soul level, from that interconnectivity. We're never as alone as we feel. So even as we feel like we're on our own, we're not. It's also a choice. It's a choice to go it alone. And there's the illusion of going it alone. Because again, we're always connected to one another. So that's also a piece of this. So to recap, we're kind of in that mode that says, I'm doing what needs to be done, right? So that's happening. And we are leaving behind some fears. You know, we're really allowing ourselves to take the lead from that really powerful, strategic, logical, linear place that gets things done, you know? There isn't a lot of room for sentimentality there, and that's okay. We're also in the process of maybe clarifying thoughts around our truth, speaking our truth, owning our truth differently, letting it change things, letting it affect change. So even when we're not aware of the change that we're affecting, we're still affecting change and powerful change. And also, we may feel really alone in what we're doing, or separate, or like we've got the weight of the world on us, right? We may feel the weight of the world, but that's an illusion, and we're never as alone as we feel. And we don't even have to go it alone in this situation, what we think of as alone. We don't have to go there. That is also a choice. So to remember that, I think, is going to be really important as this week unfolds. So I'm going to see if there isn't any other message that might cap the reading. Yeah, so definitely we've got the Lovers, which is touching the Hermit. Lovers also speaks to choice. So I feel like this is kind of reinforcing that message that to go it alone, to feel like we're going it alone, to feel weighted down, that's a choice. That there are always other ways of seeking out support. Even just talking to our higher selves, that's a method of seeking out support. So that's a piece of this. And also we have the Chariot. And what I'm getting to with the Chariot, because the Chariot is that feeling of being aligned and on top of things in such a way where our higher selves are included. So yeah, what I'm getting is we are actually that much more powerful when we include our higher selves, when we don't feel like we have to act from that place of weight of the world mentality, when we let other people in, or when we let other parts of ourselves in, you know, when we allow ourselves to be more whole, more aligned, more aware, you know, from that place of spirit knowing, we are that much more effective in any one thing we're doing. So yeah, that's a really beautiful message. So I wish all of you a satisfying week, a week in which you get to feel whole and supported and seen in whatever you undertake, and a week in which you can really feel good about whatever truth you're owning, and just clarifying and speaking that out loud if that's what you need to do, or writing it down, or finding a really beautiful creative way to express that. That's really powerful too. I know, speaking as an artist, painting, drawing, even if just for yourself, you know, really owning that is a beautiful, beautiful means of expression. I can't put it any better than that. Sorry. So I hope that you all have a wonderful week. I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you are interested in seeing more of these and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you're interested in supporting me and supporting this channel, please check out my Patreon. The link is down below. And I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.